world rushes. Cars race, screens flicker, clocks scream for our attention. Every moment feels like a battle against time. And yet, in the stillness of an ancient forest, in the quiet ripple of a stream, in the whisper of the wind across the mountains, there is another voice. A voice that says, slow down, breathe, live in harmony, not in struggle. More than 2,000 years ago, a sage named Laozi listened to that voice. He looked at rivers, clouds, bamboo, and stars, and he discovered a way of life not built on control, but on flow. He called it the Tao, the way, the natural order of the universe, and his wisdom still asks us today, what if peace isn't found in conquering the world, but in learning to move with it? Tonight, we step into the timeless path of Laozi to uncover the secret of living in harmony with nature. Who was Laozi? Some say he was a wise old man, keeper of the royal archives in ancient China. Others believe he was a wandering sage, a figure so mysterious he seemed more like legend than history. We know this. When the noise of society grew too heavy, Laozi mounted his water buffalo and journeyed westward, seeking silence, seeking truth. At the edge of the empire, a gatekeeper begged him, before you vanish into the mountains, leave us your wisdom. And so he did. In fewer than 5,000 characters, he wrote the Tao Te Ching, a small book, yet one of the most powerful guides to living ever written. In its verses, he spoke of rivers and valleys, of softness stronger than hardness, of simplicity brighter than ambition. He gave the world not commandments, but putri, not rigid laws, but gentle invitations to live closer to the rhythm of nature. Laozi, the old master, is less a man of dates and facts, and more a presence, a timeless voice that whispers across centuries. Live simply, live humbly, live in harmony. Look around us. We live in towering cities of glass and steel. We move faster than the sun, measuring our lives not by seasons, but by deadlines. Our nights are no longer lit by stars, but by the glow of endless screens. Our ears do not hear rivers or birds, but notifications and alarms. We consume, we rush, we chase, always reaching for more, yet feeling less. The irony? We have conquered mountains with machines, split the atom, sent rockets into the sky, and yet we have lost the simple art of sitting quietly under a tree. Laozi warned of this long ago. When we lose touch with the Tao, we chase wealth, power, and control. But when we live in harmony with the Tao, peace flows naturally. Today's problem is not a lack of progress. It is that progress has made us forget the river, the forest, the silence. We are out of rhythm with nature. And when we are out of rhythm with nature, we are out of rhythm with ourselves. Lesson 1. Flow like water. Water. It seems so gentle, so soft, so ordinary. But Laozi saw something extraordinary in it. Nothing in the world, he wrote, is softer or weaker than water. And yet, nothing is more powerful. Think of a river. It bends, it curves, it flows around every obstacle. It does not fight the rock, yet over time, it carves valleys, shaping mountains, wearing down even the hardest stone. Water yields. And because it yields, it conquers. Laozi teaches us to live like water is to be flexible. When life pushes, do not always push back. When challenges rise, learn to flow around them. When the world feels harsh, stay soft yet steady. In our modern lives, we are taught to resist, to fight, to control. But water reminds us, true strength comes not from rigidity, but from resilience. So ask yourself, when the world grows heavy, can you too become like water? Patient, gentle, persistent, flowing toward harmony, yet powerful enough to shape destiny itself. Lesson 2. Simplicity is power. We think power comes from more possessions, more recognition, more noise. But Laozi turned this idea upside down. He saw that true power comes from less. Picture a quiet village, a single lantern glowing at night, a family sharing a simple meal. The sound of crickets, not traffic. The rhythm of the seasons, not the ticking of a clock. This was not weakness to Laozi. This was strength. Because the more we want, the more we become slaves to desire. The more we own, the more our possessions own us. The more we chase, the more we lose ourselves. Laozi wrote, "I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures." Imagine if we embrace simplicity today. Fewer distraction, fewer comparisons, more clarity, more freedom. To live simply is not to live without beauty. It is to clear away the noise so beauty can finally be seen. So ask yourself, what could you let go of so that your life could breathe again? Lesson 3. Harmony with the Tao. The Tao, the way, it cannot be seen. It cannot be touched. It cannot be fully described in words. And yet, it is everywhere. In the rising sun, in the falling leaves, in the beating of your own heart. Laozi taught that to live well is not to control life, but to move with it, to stop forcing, to stop clinging, to allow things to unfold, as rivers find the sea, as seasons turn without command. Harmony with the Tao means balance. Yin and yang, light and shadow, strength and softness, doing and resting. Not in conflict, but in dance. In our modern world, we strive to control every detail, to bend reality to our will. But the Tao whispers, let go, trust the flow, align yourself with nature's rhythm. When we stop fighting against life, life stops fighting against us. Harmony is not escape. It is not passivity. It is choosing to move with the current of existence, calm, steady, alive. So pause for a moment, feel your breath. The Tao is there, always guiding, always flowing, waiting for you to join the dance. Water teaches us to yield, and in yielding, to become unstoppable. Simplicity reminds us that less is not emptiness, but freedom, and the Tao shows us that life is not a battle to be won, but a flow to be joined. Laozi's wisdom is not distant. It is not locked in dusty scrolls. It is here, in every breath of wind, in every sunrise, in every quiet choice to live gently instead of harshly. So ask yourself tonight, what would happen if you stopped forcing and started flowing? If you chose to walk with nature instead of against it? If you found your rhythm, not in the noise of the world, but in the harmony of the way? This is the gift of Laozi, a reminder that peace is not hidden. It is waiting in stillness, in simplicity, in harmony. If these words touched you, if you felt even a glimpse of the calm Laozi offers, join us here. Subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and together, let's rediscover the wisdom of living in balance, with nature, with others, and with ourselves. Because in the end, to live in harmony with the Tao is to truly live.